We are previewing the FA Cup game, Coventry City against Maidstone. Alex is back. I didn't think he was going to be, Alex. Welcome back to the
Ne-
channel. How
Neither
are
did
you?
I. Yeah, I'm even better than when you last asked me that, to be honest. Yeah, I had no idea I'd ever come back on here because,
Yeah.
to get a result at Ipswich was, well, a miracle, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll have a chat in a second about where Maidstone are at and the form that you're in since we last spoke. But let's talk Coventry first of all, Claudio. First of all, yeah, you went to Stoke. Was it a vintage performance, but job done? Is it just one of those that you just take and move on?
Yeah, I did think I did predict a win, didn't I, at
You
Stoke?
did, yeah.
A narrow win. It was one of those games where we didn't play particularly well. And I know there's this old adage, you sign a good team if you win when you're not playing well. I think it's more to do with the opposition, really. Stoke are just not anywhere near it, are they, at the minute? And I think the lack of quality up front showed on Saturday. They couldn't take any chances. We only had two. We scored one of them. So, yeah, it was pretty, very good performance for an away game. I'll take it. It's another 3 points. It keeps us in the playoffs. And it's going to be vital, isn't it, if you want to try and get into that playoff mix at the end of the season.
Yeah, having said that, though, are you slightly worried? Because there's a couple of games now where the final touch is lacking. You're conceding too much space. The results are still there, aren't they? But do you think the performances have just dropped off a little bit in the last couple of weeks?
We're running out of midfielders. That's the problem. I think Torp's now injured. So that's Torp. Allen's not around. Sheaf's not around. So we're lacking in midfield. And you're right. Some of the touch, some of the players got a touch of a trampoline at the minute. It's just bouncing off everything, And we may get away with it against Mason on Saturday or Sunday or Monday, wherever we're playing. It's Monday, isn't it?
Monday, yeah.
But in the Championship, if you're playing somebody, I would say teams above us will get punished, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, you could say a bit of tiredness creeping in. The squad isn't. I thought it was big enough, but obviously isn't. So we'll see what happens because we're playing Friday as well. So that
Yeah.
it'll be
All right.
interesting.
Alex, so from heading up to Ipswich, you've got a bit further to go now to the CBS Arena next Monday. How many are you bringing?
4,800 this time. Yeah,
amazing.
So a few hundred more than we took to Ipswich, but again, we sold it out in a day pretty much. So yeah, full house.
It's a fantastic stadium, isn't it, Claudio? It's going to be a proper raucous atmosphere, I'd imagine, for this one.
Oh, great! I think the club got it right. I think they're charging £15 for adults. I think.
Yeah,
I think they got it right. Put dead on. They could have milked it. And what's the point? Let's fill it's on telly. It's a good old trip, isn't it, to come to the Midlands? So £15 a ticket. I think the kids were quite cheap, weren't they? The tickets.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. They got the whole goal, haven't they? Behind the goal, so that'd be quite good next to our singers' corner. So there'd be plenty of banter going on.
Alex, we have to ask you honestly. Obviously, when you got past Ipswich, which we'll talk about in a second, you're hoping in the draw for the next round. Were you disappointed to draw Coventry away?
you know what? It was well, so put into context, right? Once we'd beaten Ipswich, that was our seventh game in this competition. Because we start from the second qualifying round, and five of them have been away. So you get that far, and we'd already had two chances of drawing a Prem team, and we hadn't. So bearing in mind, I think it was us, Luton, City, and Coventry that are left in the hat. So everyone was thinking, "Oh, we're going to get Man City." So you obviously like the initial, and I'm sure you saw the videos online. The initial reaction to drawing Coventry was, people weren't the most pleased. But again, it's one of those things where you reflect on it, and Coventry have won the FA Cup in the past. Again, it's another top championship team. Themselves, that they are in the playoff finals last year, and they're very unlucky to lose out to Luton. So it's top draw, and we'll go up there singing our hearts out like we did with Ipswich. So yeah, no disappointment from me now. It's another top game that, if you're a Maidstone fan, you wouldn't dream seeing your team play that level of game in a million years. So
yeah. Claudio, I won't ask you what the reaction of Coventry fans were when Maidstone withdraw, but
it was mixed. It was mixed because we've still got this element of our fans who are quite young, who never tasted the Premier League. So, I didn't want to play against Man United or Liverpool or Man City. I've played them plenty of times, and why would you want to play somebody where you could probably get beaten? All I was thinking of, we want to play whoever is the worst team in the hat, basically, because we want to get, we want to get further, which is just, and when when I saw the last 4 teams, I'm thinking, please let it be Maidstone, because we've got a chance to get into the quarter-final and 1 game from Wembley. That's how I look at it. And even now, we've got fans saying, oh, if you beat Maidstone, it'd be great if we got Man City. No, I want Bournemouth. I want Forest. I want, you know what I mean? I don't want Man City or Liverpool or whoever. What's the point? What is the point? If you're going to play them in the semi-final at least. Get to the semi-final. That's the key. And we've got a problem because obviously Maidstone are playing tonight, I think. Is that right? I think,
it's about 5 minutes left, actually.
Yeah, and you've had a week. You're going to get the weekend off now, which is fair enough. You guys are semi-professional, pretty much. So, and we're playing Friday against the team who we can't beat, which is Preston. So, and I know Mark Robbins he's basically said he's putting out his strongest team against Preston, and with Maidstone, what will be will be. So, we'll see what happens. He won't be doing 10 changes like Ipswich, though. Definitely not.
Well, that's what I was wondering. So I think that's, I guess you could say maybe the mistake McKenna made is making all those changes. I was wondering what Coventry would do, but as you said, you're playing on Friday. We have a week off, so it'd be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah,
we've got players who can step in. I mean, they have done all season, and you'd have to say, where we are with the divisions apart, we have to be favourites, whichever team we put out. It's just, it's that simple, really.
Yeah.
And for us, I think it's the most important match of our season, that game on Monday.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Claudio, how important is this game to you? Because you've got one eye on the playoffs. Do you think there's genuinely people that would want to be at Wembley in the playoff final than be in the Wembley in the FA Cup final?
At the same weekend, it's mad, isn't it? I think if this was the 3rd round, a bit like last year when we lost to Wrexham, it happens in January, you've forgotten about it. But when you're this far down the line and you've got a chance, of basically getting into the quarter-final, it's an important game. And when it's worth almost £1 million to the club. We can't, turn our nose up at that. And likewise for Maidstone. I mean, if they pull another wonder result, it's huge for them, isn't it? I mean, that's sorted them out for about 5 seasons, probably financially. That's what their owners are thinking.
All right, Alex, what was the secret then of your Ipswich success? Because no one gave you a chance. What particularly impressed you on the day?
I think one word is just efficiency. I mean, 2 shots, 2 goals. That's on any other league game you watch us play, we'll miss about 4 or 5. But to take those chances that we had, and I think the players knew as well that those chances they had would probably be the only ones of the game, and they had to take them. So the pressure that they must have been under, especially Lamar Reynolds on the first goal going through, he's probably thinking, well, this could be our only chance of the game, and he does probably the most audacious thing and chip the keeper. And then Sam called for the second one. He's got defenders breathing down his neck, but keeps his composure and slots it in the corner. It's just incredible, to be honest. Like, great finishes, and then the unity at the end to hold on. I think they peppered our goal again in the last 10 minutes with about 5 or 6 shots, and Coverland made some unbelievable saves. I think he put himself on the on the market. I don't think we'll keep hold of him in the summer, but honestly, amazing. And we could have been down 4 or 5 in the first 15 minutes. I mean, no one's shying away from that, but you need a bit of luck. And it took us a good 25 minutes to think settle a bit, and yeah, once we did, yeah, it was what a day.
Right. On your form since then, usually teams take a dip in the league if they're doing well in the cup, but actually you've been still all right, haven't you?
Yeah,
We're undefeated. I don't know what the score is tonight, but
well, as you say that, the flashed up on my phone, the second goal for Aveley's just gone in, so we'll clean it tonight off the boards. But no, yeah, our game after Ipswich was against Yeovil, 2-1 there. That was a game I thought we played really well. Yeovil, I mentioned it last time I was on, they've already run away with the league, to be honest, but to get a result at home to them was brilliant. And then again, Torquay came down. 3-2 result against them. Sam Corn scored a fantastic goal, about probably 30 yards out, top corner. And then we drew it at home to Hemel. Just one of those games. We're leading for 90% of it. There was a delay, and then we got caught out on the restart. That's happened to us a few times. And then yeah, tonight, reminiscent of our away form with 2-0 down to Aveley, who are the National League South newcomers. Yeah, it's just one of those things, you know.
And have you seen attendances go up since the Ipswich game?
Yeah, I think they have, to be honest. Like I've even some of my mates who like been to maybe one Maidstone game in their life have said, "Oh, I might come down and watch Maidstone at a weekend." It's that sort of thing, and it's like it goes beyond obviously what the results are. It's more what this will do for the club going forward, right? I mean, financially, we just touched on it that the money we've already earned from this run is, you know, pays our wage bill for the next 7 years, and we want to get our pitch relayed to that. That's covered now. Yeah, it's just unbelievable financially. It's put the club on the map. I mean, the owners as well, they've been pretty public about, you know, they want to sell the club to maybe so someone can take it where it needs to be and push on up the divisions. And hopefully this cup run puts Maidstone in the spotlight to do that. And someone just sees us and says, oh, well, I fancy taking them up the leagues. So yeah, you know, the tendencies are up, money's up. Yeah, all good.
It's what the FA Cup is all about, isn't it? Absolutely.
Exactly.
Claudio, the last time Coventry got to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup was
Chelsea. Was it Chelsea?
Yeah, it's Chelsea. Yeah, it was Chelsea. Yeah, fantastic. In 2008, 2009 season. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good knowledge.
2-0. We lost 2-0, yeah. Then the likes of Drogba and Lampard playing.
That's right, they did, yeah. It was Drogba and Alex who scored the goals, yeah, on that day.
That's our record attendance at the CBS,
Alex. Okay, let's get some predictions then this time round. Alex, it's not going to happen again, is it? Surely. Lightning doesn't strike twice.
I don't know. I think I've learned not to doubt Maidstone anymore. Yeah, like Ipswich, I'm obviously not going to go up there expecting a loss. I'm just going to enjoy the day. I think, you know, there's no replays now as well, so it will be decided on the night. Honestly, I think it really depends on what Coventry put out. They're going to have a game on the Friday. Might make a few changes. I mean, they'll still be favourites to win, but I'm going to back the Stones. I'm just going to go. I mean, you know, Coventry they've lost to non-league in the FA Cup before. I think it was like 1989 when they lost to Sutton, who were non-league at the time. So
season.
Oh yeah, exactly. Wrexham, right? So yeah, you know, it's happened before. Can't Maidstone do it again? I'm going to go for a 1-0 Maidstone. Yeah, let's go over a Sam Corton goal as well.
Wow, that would just be immense, wouldn't it? It'd be the biggest FA Cup story if Maidstone were to get to the quarterfinals. And then you've got to draw a giant then, haven't you? Let's see if it happens first. Claudio, you're sitting there thinking this is all nonsense and it'll be a cakewalk, yeah?
Well, we'd have to do something we haven't done for the last 20 games, and that's not score a goal. So we have scored in the last 20 matches. We're averaging 2 goals a game at the minute in the last 10, I think. So it's a bit mad considering we think we can't score goals, but we do let them in, which is what. So I think if I use my head, I would have to say a 4-0 win, purely because of the difference in the leagues, and the size of the clubs and all that. We don't do that very often, although we did put 6 past Oxford in the third round. So I would say it could be something like a 3-1 to us. I can't. We always concede goals, so I wouldn't. And it wouldn't surprise me if Maidstone scored first, and it'll be a back to the wall sort of defensive display by those guys, and we'll be struggling to get through. And I think eventually we will. The key is Callum O'Hare. If Callum O'Hare's on song, they ain't going to stop him, are they? I mean, the Championship can't stop him. So if he finds his boots, his feet, whatever, it'll cause the damage. But I've got to back my boys on this one, surely.
The other thing I'd say is Maidstone have only conceded 3 goals in their 7 FA Cup games. I don't think that's talked about. Obviously, a lot of our games have been played against teams below us even, but I think, there's something about the FA Cup where we've been quite resilient and maybe a bit lucky, as was the case of Ipswich. But yeah, we'll see. Is
the Maidstone now, is that a sort of new Maidstone, what was in the actual Football League?
Yeah, so the Football League Maidstone went bust, and then in 1992, the Maidstone, as you know, now reformed. But yeah, I mean, this cup run sort of precedes what the old Maidstone even achieved. They never got as far as the third round, I think. So, well, they got to the third round, but never to the fourth and never to the fifth. So, yeah, this is by far the best run in.
I think people have forgotten that Maidstone were in the Football League at one stage.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise you'd dropped down as that far, because you're in the same. I'm from Leamington, so obviously Leamington breaks have got two. They got relegated from the National League North last season. So when I saw the draw, and I thought, well, they're virtually on the same level as Leamington. We play them every year, and we beat them every year in a friendly. So I'm just, I'm presuming that might happen on the Monday.
Now we've got Premier League coaches behind us, so Craig Fagan and George Elkoby. So they've got that high level experience.
Well, listen, the whole nation will be behind you once again, Alex, as we enjoy watching on TV this Monday. Coventry against Maidstone. Cheers for joining us, Alex. We may see you again, but if we don't, thank you for all the entertainment you've given us on this channel. And if you're a Coventry fan who hasn't yet subscribed, please do so. And Claudio, good luck.
Cheers.
Nice one, both of you. Cheers.
Thank you.